Hi everyone, it's Orkin. Today we have a problem when we are given an array nums and also we are given an integer k. So what we need to do is we need to count how many elements have at least k elements greater than themselves. So for example, in this case, we have this array nums and the k is equals to 2. So in this case, we have 3 elements that have k elements greater than them. So first one is 3, right? 3 have 2 elements greater than it. 2 has also 3 elements greater than it, which is more than k. So we need to have at least k elements, right? And the same is 1. So in this case, we are returning the result that we are returning is 3. So how we are going to solve this problem? The first step that what we are going to do is we are going to sort this array. So we are sorting this array. So you can see here, so we are sorting an array. And the next one is that we need to determine the threshold. So what's that mean? So we need to find the first element that has at least k elements greater than that, right? The first element is that we are just simply from our length of our array, from the 5, we are subtracting the k and also minus 1 because we want to find the first index in this case, right? So minus 1, it gives us the first index 2, which has the k greater elements than it, right? So all the previous elements that come before it, they are greater than k. So that's the second step. And also what we need to do is we need to adjust for the duplicates. So it's a third step, right? So what's that mean? It means that, for example, let's say this value, right? This value is not 4, but this value is not 3, but this value is 4. In this case, this element is not qualified, right? This element is not qualified. The reason is that the 4 here, right? The 4 does not have two elements that are greater than it, right? Because the 5 is greater than 4 and the 4 is not greater than 4. So in this case, we need to adjust for the duplicates. And at the end, we are returning the j here. We are returning the j, which gives us the number of the elements that are greater than k. So what we do, right? The first step is that we are sorting here, and in the next one we are taking our j, so we are finding our first threshold element, and then while j is more than 0, so what we do, we are checking that so we are checking for the duplicates, right? So here we are checking that if the j minus 1 is less than j, then in that case we are breaking, right? So in our case, in this scenario, right? So 4 is less than 4, 3 is less than 4, so in that case we are breaking and we are returning whatever the j is, right? So in our case, the 5 minus k gives us 3 and the j is equals to 3. In the first loop, this if will be true because the j minus 1 less than j, and we are breaking and we are returning the value of the j here.